Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching to You Stay Classy Sammarinese, the I'm probably going to get a little bit moody and pissy edition. That's right, we are way, if you look at the date at the top there, into this new season. I'm going to go through a few things. For example, transfers. Let's go. History. So we brought in a few players. So I mentioned last time around I was pissed off about the defence. I have done something to try and fix that. So, Mohamed Yilmaz has retired and become an assistant manager. A decent one, but not a brilliant one. And then Marcos Tsoukas, a player who we signed for quite a lot of money. He did spend 2 years with Cadiz. Oh, no, actually, it's only 1 year with Cadiz. But anyway, he's gone off to the Greek second division. Also loaded into the game now. It's slow. We then lost Cesar Emar for free. He was still pretty good, but I mean, I've replaced him with someone better, I think. But, well, this is where the pissiness starts. Juan Alberto Navarro leaves, age 30. I got £6.75 million for him. He went to Torino, where he's done okay, and fair enough to him. We also gave away Miguel Sesma for a little bit of money. He's gone to then play. Yeah, we signed him for 3.1 million, made a bit of money off him. He's gone to La Liga. We then also sold Torino Robert Persson for £4.1 million. He's euros. He's just not very good. He's got more goals this season than he did last season. Fair enough. And we made a chunky profit on him. So fine with that. But no, not going to be good enough for the first team. And so off he trots. Keys. We then loaned out Kamara to Plymouth, where he's doing pretty well. We also loaned them Colombini. We then sold Davey, 30 years old, one of the first players to win the Serie A with San Marino. He's now left to join Porto after 5 or 6 good years with us. Pretty much regular starter, played pretty well all the time, but had a rick in him. And I got annoyed with him at the end of the last episode, so I sold him. And that's what you get if you cross me. Speaking of crossing me, Daniel Russian, age 31, he came in for £1.2 million. Not a bad signing. He played quite regularly for us, also won the league for us, and he's gone now to Palermo for £3.2 million, where he's not playing very well. Despite, he's another one where his average rating seems pretty good, but he was constantly at fault. Anyway, aging players out the door, fine. And Rodrigo Bazzi, a youth goalkeeper who I only signed 4 episodes ago, made one appearance, played really well, and then sold him for £6.5 million because that really confused me then. I was like, what? How on earth did a team in that division? But actually, he's been signed by Nantes and now he's been playing for the reserves for a little while. But yeah, he's a good player, but again, I found another new one. He really wanted to be out, so I thought, well, whatever, go on, bugger off. So we made 25 million, we spent 34.5. We brought in 4 players. We brought in Michal Benko, the Slovakian 23-year-old centre-back, just about as good as Davey, but better in the air and a little bit quicker. He comes in from the Europa League winning Terek Grozny side. And he's done very well for us in the few games he's been able to play. He's had a little bit of problem with injury. Plus, I, for some reason, absolutely insanely didn't register him for my European squad. So we then signed another defender, Goran Janevski, another good player, 6'4", bit slow, basically the same as Navarro, but right foot only. He comes in from Lequia for $7.5 million. Also has played pretty well. Not quite a real improvement, basically staying the same, but he's also 4 years younger, so I figure that's not a bad replacement. We then got in Edouard Jacquet, a right midfielder who's only 20 years of age. He came in from Leicester reserves, although he spent last season on loan at Lokomotiv Moscow. Must go and find out why they decided to sell him to us for £12 million. He's come in, played pretty well. Player who's that young, a little bit sort of touch and go in terms of his how would you call it, consistency. But I'm training him to be more sort of adept at the right wing role, and he's a decent player. He's about as good as Zaymar was, and he's 20, so he'll get better, and that's good. And then we also brought in Juan Martin Acosta, the goalkeeper there. Really, really good. Hasn't played a great deal of games, but he comes in for £1.7 million. Again, he's got a good rating from the league, but he played terribly in one of his cup games, and they don't play as well as they should play, even though it says he does. But whatever. So yeah, him and Schoenenberger have been in and out of the side as I come to grip with what the hell's going on. So this season we're currently 6th. We've lost a number of games which we should have either won or drawn. That's just the way it goes. But we are only 7 points off the top, so we're really not that far away. Everyone else seems to be dropping points here, there, and everywhere. So we are at least in one of those seasons. It's not like one team is running away with things. You can tell that by the fact that Verona are 4th. And let's just look at the fixtures then. So we'll split things up into the Super Cup. Oh, why am I doing that? Let's not do that. That's stupid. Let's do this. So we played the Super Cup. We lost 3-1 to AC Milan. I played a couple of young players in that game. So, for example, I played Vanni Lodolo, the player who was at Plymouth last season. He's pretty good, and he'll possibly progress into a first-team player, maybe not a regular, but a player. And so I wanted to give him a chance. He didn't do very well. We also played in that game Giulio, and we had a whole bunch of players making their debuts and stuff, so yeah, whatever. And it doesn't really matter, but it annoyed me. We then, for some reason, lost 4-1 to Valencia in pre-season. We didn't have a brilliant pre-season overall, although we did beat a couple of good teams. We then lost our first game of the season, 4-1. And I believe we may have been 4-0 down at half-time. No, we were only 2-0 down. We started to make a comeback, and then, of course, 9 shots on target, I suppose. 4 goals from that is fair enough, but it's just annoying. We then won a couple of games. We got drawn in a tough Champions League group, so our group is Arsenal, Valencia and Hearts. Hearts are rubbish, but the other two teams are good. Valencia got to the final of the competition last year, I believe, or maybe the semi-finals. Yeah, so they were the finalists last year. We have done okay, though. As you can see, we've got 1 game left. That's what we're going to play today. We drew with Valencia. We beat Hearts. We drew with Arsenal at home. We lost 5-1 to Arsenal away, and all 5 goals came in the first half. We were fucking battered. But then we managed to beat Valencia 1-0 at home to set ourselves up quite well for qualification through to the next round. Regarding the league, we drew 2-2 with Livorno. Stupid. Like, we get 12 shots on target, 2 goals. Udinese get 9 shots on target and get 5 goals. 4 goals or whatever, you know. Stupid. We beat Novara 4-0. We lost 2-0 to Genoa. 1 shot on target. Cavaliere sent off. We lost to Roma 3-1. I think that one they actually deserved. Yeah, at least it sort of felt pretty even. It was like only put to bed right at the end. We lost 2-1 to Inter. They absolutely battered us, I have a feeling, or at least I don't know. My brain, maybe that's not true. No, we were even better than them, and they equalised. They scored right at the end. So there you go. Just irritating. You know, we beat Torino 1-0. We beat Verona 3-0, and they were first at the time. We beat Frosinone 4-1. We then lost 2-0 to Napoli. Complete nothing game. Just, again, statistically, they're just incredibly efficient, every single team that we play. And then we did go on a little good run there. Cagliari, Valencia, Palermo, and Sampdoria, all wins. We're now going to play Hearts and Lazio. 2 games that we should probably win. If we look here, Juventus are struggling quite badly. In the Premier League, Man City are something like 15th, which is also quite funny. But yeah, AC Milan not doing brilliantly. There's absolutely every possibility that we can claw back our points. Like, if we beat Inter in our reverse fixture, and we just basically win a lot of games from now to the end of the season, don't drop too many points, we absolutely could still challenge for the title. I'm just fucking fed up with it. Like, I was saying to the guys on, you two people who watch this videos, I was saying to you that I'm kind of sick of this save. We'll see how this season pans out. I'm a little bit concerned that I don't really care enough anymore. I just haven't ever really properly clicked. I just feel like, I don't know, I just don't really, it's not on board in the way that I would want to be. I don't feel it, I don't feel any love for the team. So this is the team that we're going to play. I don't know why I registered Lodolo instead of... Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're on a good form with this team pretty much, except for the couple of changes I made, so let's carry on. Hearts are not very good. They're playing 5 in midfield at home, so I think that tells you everything you need to know. Caballero this season scored 3 goals. Has been sent off a number of times. Pornos got upset. Greece won the World Cup this year. Pornos has been upset quite a lot because of the discipline at the club. He complained that we get too many reds and yellow cards. I don't know what you can do about that. I fined one of the guys 2 weeks' wages, and he accepted it, and then he got sent off in his next match. I just don't know. And so I'm frustrated with this save. Progress is hard to come by. I suppose if I stuck it out for another few years, we'd probably end up getting to that dominant point, but it's just long seasons, and we're going through a phase where big clubs are good. There was a phase... What the fuck was that? He scored the winner in the World Cup final. Can't score away at Hearts, Christ's sake. We're going through a period where there's a lot of good players at a lot of good clubs. Like when we won the Europa League, the Champions League with Lviv, arguably the standard of competition wasn't that good. We were able to beat pretty much everybody all the time, and I don't think that our squad here at San Marino is that much worse, if at all worse, than the Lviv squad we had. I mean, the Lviv squad were mostly players who we signed quite cheaply and developed into pretty good players. It cannot be the case that the players that I've been buying for a lot more money are basically a lot worse, because we lose 5-1 to Arsenal. It's... Oh, that looks like it's outside the box. It's not that good. It's just a frustrating process. I can't guarantee that this won't be the last season for San Marino. We've done not everything I wanted to do. I did want to win the European Cup with them, and maybe we will still do that. What a finish that is from Caballero. Speaking of winning the European Cup, great little finish there. We're currently equal on points with Arsenal. I suppose technically we could go above them if Valencia win. Could we? Or if we... Oh, okay, no then. Ward, ball comes in, Van der Bar clears. Vic back out to Ward, it's going to be offside. No, it's not. Ball's gone in. Somehow Pornos didn't score that. Leskovar did, but okay. And yes, we are now doing okay. Sorry, Valencia, you need to score a whole lot more goals to make us go up with goal difference, but I think you might have a head-to-head record first, so don't worry about us. So I mean, if we win the Champions League this season, I would be very tempted to leave, because although then I always like to at least win the championship, the World Championship title. Pornos scores. It's 3-0 at half-time. It's a lot more comfortable today. Weirdly, because what often happens is we look comfortable, and then as soon as I put the camera on, they look like dog shit. Today, we actually look okay. We're playing pretty comfortably, and I quite like that, winning comfortably. The only concern is how well Lodolo will deal with it, but I mean they're not a very good side, so. But we only beat them 2-0 at home, and one of those goals came late on. Pornos has scored. It's 4-0. Ah, dear. Well, we need Valencia to... Oh, man, Hearts have scored. Conceded 20 goals in 6 games. I don't know. I just don't know how... Because the thing with Lviv, and Lviv got a drain on me, and we won all the time. But... if you lost out, it took a while to get back round to the Champions League, and then you didn't have very many chances. It's even worse in Italy because the season is much longer. The season's 8 games longer, plus you've also got the Cup, which has a 2-legged semi-final. The season's just longer, and I don't know how many times I can keep going round and round in circles trying to win the Champions League. We it would be nice to win another title, maybe Serie A. I don't know. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I feel like I kind of want to carry on. But at the same time, it's so frustrating. There's no particular reason why we're so freaking dogshit in this season, by the way. Like, except for, I guess you could say, we've introduced a few new players, but we haven't introduced that many new players. Vic shoots from long range, goes over the bar. Valencia have scored again against Arsenal. Yanevsky, Patton, Delaherty. And so, yeah, I've been sort of casting eyes at various divisions, trying to work out where it would be that I go next, which will be something that we need to work out anyway. Pornos has scored. Is that a hat-trick for him? Yes, it is. 5-0 for Sammarino. Doing pretty well in this game. Can't complain about our performance today, at least. Finally, we are looking good. Why couldn't we do this at home? Doesn't matter. Caballero up to Pornos. Pornos running through. World Cup winner. Just a fucking beast. I mean, it's worth noting that he has not been anywhere near this good in any of the games we've played this season. So you're enjoying a masterclass of a World Cup winning Greek player, but this ain't normal. Van den Bart, Coleman. Are they going to get a goal back? No, Oblak couldn't even score. So my thoughts are, because I mentioned previously quite a while ago now, that the plan is to go big league, little league, big league, little league, depending exactly how, depending on how I feel. My interest has been piqued by Scotland or. Hang on a second, I'm just going to bring on Jacket as well. Scotland or the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic, because Brno is a city that I go to a lot and they are in the second division, so it kind of feels a little bit like it would be a similar thing to Lviv. We take over in the Czech Republic. Jabari, useless. We take over in the Czech Republic, get them up into the first division, win a whole bunch of stuff. Bob's your uncle, fan is your aunt. The same thing would be for Scotland, although I don't have a particular club that I would be able to latch onto in the same way. I think I've only loaded up the second division. The divisions below are visible but not playable. Oh, come on. Pornos scores again. That's 5 for him. It's 7-0. But of course, despite winning 7-0, we're still second in the table. Never mind. Good to make sure. So yeah, it would either be someone in the second division of Scotland who I've not exactly decided yet, but I feel it might be Hamilton Academical if we were to do that, or it would be Brno in or it would be Brno in the Czech Republic. The problem with Sam is that he's way behind currently. I think he's 20 videos behind. So by the point that I'll ask him on WhatsApp. It's fine, don't worry. But if anyone who's watching that isn't Sam or Josh wants to comment and give me advice on where to go, the other option, which is a bit of an outsider, is Denmark. But I'm not 100% sure that I really want to yet. But they're going to be one of the clubs that we go to eventually, or one of the countries we go to eventually. But yeah, Pornos has another shot. It's blocked. 7-0. Shaq's ball comes in. Udshorn, good ball back to Schönenberger there. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Smash that like button, get on the old, subscription and what have you. I don't know, who cares. Shaq puts the ball in, Pornos at the back post, loses out. Vic collects, puts it to Bush. Julio, over to Vic. Julio, Jabari goes inside. Oh, come on, he's conceded 7. Stop upping his save statistics. I feel like there's been a lot of S sounds in what I've said today. I don't know if that's normal. Oh, it's a penalty. Not sure why Shaq gets it and why he fucking misses it. Why have they lost a man? Did they lose a man to injury? When did that happen? Anyway, Julio with the ball to Bush. It's not often you win 7-0 and miss a penalty. Janevski to Bush, to Julio, to Herrera. Vandenbar gets there, puts the ball along for them to chase, but Janevski tidies up nicely. I mean, yeah, we just need a good second half of the season in the league, and I feel like we could. Oh, what a finish that is! Yes, please. It's 8-0. We scored considering we've got 11 points and we scored 8 goals in this game. We didn't, we only scored 5 in all our other games put together. Got 8 in this one though. Jabari still going, gives it to Julio. He hasn't scored for us yet. Vic to Julio to Shaq. Surely Julio must be thinking this is my game. Everyone else has scored. Julio to Shaq to Vic. Vic into Jacquet. Vic. Shaq. The ball goes forward. I think he took a deflection. Someone of our players is going to have to. Oh man. Pornos. Herrera smashes the crossbar. Oh, hearts. I'm sorry. What are you doing in the Champions League anyway, really? Oh, they won the Scottish League last year. The interrupting Rangers like 500 season reign. Here comes again. Shaq to Vic. Shaq to Vic. Julio, Shaq shoots from long range. Misses. And he missed from 6 yards. Oh, sorry, yeah, 6. Well, however many yards it is that the penalty spot is away from things. Well, there we go. Yeah, good one. It's not often you win 8-0 in the European Cup, so we might as well enjoy it. 8-0. Ridiculous. Good. So at least it's fun. I'm not in a pissy mood. That's nice to see as well, isn't it? It's a nice change. What's going on? Let's continue. So we still managed to get 3 players disciplined for the next game we play. Simply great. Pornos adds 5 to his season tie, so it looks impressive, but it's actually not. Brilliant feeling. 1 game at a time. Well, yeah, had a good game. Pornos picked up man of the match. Well, that would be a surprise if he didn't. No, I don't see why he would leave. He's excellent. And let's say that we will be back for the Lazio game, so we can see how we do in the league. I'm going to pause the recording now. And we're back. We're here, ready to play Lazio. There's been some big things going on in the league. AC Milan just lost to Verona, which is good for us in terms of keeping them down. A win for us would still only put us on 31 points, but we're getting further away from AC Milan, closer hopefully to the guys at the top. So let's go to the team selection page. We see that Jabari is actually unable to play anyway. Cavaliero did pretty well in the last game. We'll just leave the team as they were. One thing we won't do is leave Lodolo in there. I know they did well last time, but I can't be dealing with that. Let's see, everyone else is fine. We haven't got a game for ages after that. Well, really haven't got a game for a long time. What the heck is going on there? What? That must be international break, right? Yeah, 3 weeks. Okay, fine. So it's going to make us 100th appearance for us. That's nice. Good, right. Ask appearance, ask team, come on. I've started to change things up with my team talks, by the way, because I noticed that our team is now considered to be determined. So I was like, okay, well then they probably don't need passionately being G'd up for games. So I started to be more calm and assertive and stuff, because I feel like that's also going to help us with the possible red card issue. We'll see. Anyway, Pornos running on. Bush gets there. To Hayes, to Herrera, to Shaq, who slips in. Pornos again. Pornos going forwards, gets taken out, and it's a penalty. Let's hope. Okay, Ward is going to take it this time. Why do those two, Ward and Shaq, seem to take them a lot? Not sure why Pornos wouldn't take it, but whatever. Whoa. They are actually pretty good. Fine. Still, nevertheless. I'll only change it in this match, so it won't, because I think if you do it during the game, it only saves for this particular game. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't know. I don't ever really bother. Hayes heads it clear. Pornos unable, despite being the strongest man alive, to win that ball. Schenenberger to Bush, up to Herrera to Hayes. Bush. Oh, I also I didn't mention and forgot until right then that Shaq has announced his intention to leave on a free at the end of the season. I think that means there's going to be no chance of us re-signing him. Or indeed making any money off of him, unless I suppose I could try and sell him in January, but we wouldn't get very much for him, and I don't think it would work anyway. People would just offer him a contract. So I'll have to see if I can do anything about that. I don't think I can, so we just lost him. I was just waiting for a bit more of the season to go before I offered him a new contract, and then he just straight out came out. He didn't complain that he hadn't been offered one up. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Schönenberger to Bush. Oh man, I'm fed up with this. Pornos to Caballero. Caballero goes round his man, shoots well over because he's absolute crap. 3 goals this season. Cruz Real to De Jong. Worth remembering, Lazio are 9th in the table, so not a good side. Although therefore good words. We're only 6th, so we're not much better. Herrera. Bush to Ward. Bush fouls. Vic to Caballero. Vic into Hayes. Hayes. Oh. Vic gets the ball, gives it to Shaq. Shaq. Was that a cross? It's hard to tell. Here comes the ball, and again Fagner is beaten by Bush. Caballero turns back on himself. Vic to Benko to Janevski to Bush. Can we go up the line? We do. Herrera to Pornos. Now Pornos able to go round a couple. Pornos, can he put the ball back in? Can he waste it? Yes, he can do that. I'm just fed up with this. This is just so frustrating. Cruz Real to Mesquita. De Bruyne. Igor out to him again. Igor to De Jong. It's good that Lazio, the team in 9th, are able to play around our midfield like there's nobody there. Igor. Not sure how that wasn't a penalty. Yeah, the game seemed to agree. Benko to Janevski to Bush to Herrera. Turn. Give it forwards. Come on. There's so little. So freaking. There's just nothing interesting to say. I'm annoyed, and then and I've been annoyed at work today. That's maybe partly why. But there's nothing that I say will be fun and entertaining. It's just well, maybe we'll in some kind of sick kind of way. But it's just so frustrating. Now Caballero's going to score. No, can't even get that kind of sod's law. Jacket is on for Ward. Cruz to Fagner to Igor. Chavaria. De Jong. Fagner. Tackle them. It was very good. It was a very nice move. 5 men in midfield at home. Getting fucked. What's the betting they've only had? Yeah, 3 shots on target, 2 goals. Fagner, Schönenberger saves. I'm actually genuinely slightly worried that we might actually get fired because our minimum expectation is to finish in the top 4 or 3. Yeah, top 4. So, or might even be top 3 if it's depending on exactly the wording of how it classes the hit the crossbar of the Champions League qualification. If it's automatic qualification, that means to be top 3. So we might, there's a potential, although I think the full manager even would be not that harsh, that I could get sacked if we really start slipping up. Pornos hits the post. Three attempts against Woodwork. Hello. Right. You want to do the hearing? Can you wait like 2 minutes?
I don't have time.
You have 2 minutes. You can wait.
Okay, fine.
Well, you do.
Okay, fine.
Do it then.
I will go to take a shower now, then and then I will go for an hour. But I will bring the budget to you, okay?
Yeah.
Can you take my I will take a shower.
Yeah. Tiny sleepy doggy.
I'll go to take a shower.
And the good luck dog strikes again. She comes in and we immediately score. Of course, she comes in at 90 minutes. So I blame you, dog, for your good luck being utterly pointless. Scored 8 in the last game. Scored 1 in this one. Good. Well, what load of rubbish. Sorry. Yeah, I know, dog. I know. Hang on. Well, I'll be done in a second. If everyone had just waited for a minute, like I asked, I'll be done. Hang on. So we lose. Good. The good thing is Interlock drop points as well, so we could have used that as an opportunity to break closer to them. As it is, we're actually further away from them than we were. So that's fun. I'm going to look at the fixtures. We don't know when the Champions League draw will be. I will record that when it comes up. It probably will be round about here-ish time. That's usually when they get scheduled for, sometime in February. So we'll do that, and then I imagine we'll have nothing else to play for, so we'll do the end of the season. So, see you in the next one, guys. Thanks and bye.